We was in agreement with, like we had a good understanding. Like, well, let me go back. Let me slow down. So before Patrick and I got married, we lived together. That's a red flag too. Don't do that, y'all. If
Hmm.
you can help it, don't stay together until you actually say I do. All right. So Patrick and I stayed together and we agreed on the bills. Like everything was 50-50. He had responsibilities, I had responsibilities. Um I did not mother him. I wasn't wifing him, but he was how can I say? He still went out with friends and I wasn't demanding. I wasn't saying, "No, come home, do this, do that, do that, do that."
Well, yeah, because we weren't married at that time.
We were not married,
Okay,
right? So
gotcha.
it was kind of like we were in agreement with roommate, and now we knew that we were boyfriend and girlfriend. But as far as going, put it like this, he wasn't trying to put wife roles and responsibilities on me as his girlfriend, and neither was I putting roles and responsibility of him being a husband as a boyfriend. Like we just didn't do that, and so that's what I mean. We were in agreement. So as far as him doing his own laundry, him cooking for all the things, like if I did it, it was fine. If not, it wasn't like you don't do that for me. I ain't finna marry you. Like it wasn't like that. All right. So then, fast forward, I made this definite a purpose decision. I said, listen,
You gotta tell the backstory about how that happened though.
okay. So I'm coming home from work. I am now on my
Let me
second.
tell let me tell her story
Yeah,
for her.
no, and this is so real. Now Patrick can tell stories better than I can, but I am working on it, so I am going to get into it. So I can remember, I came to a point in my life. I want to say I was 20 years old, and I just started really wanting more out of life. I knew that where I was currently, it was not fulfilling. I was going through the motions, like I was finishing school. I would have found a career. I found an awesome spot to work in. Like it was just really good. Had just gotten an apartment. Everything was going good, but my soul was not settled.
We were two children in at that
Yeah,
time
yeah,
too.
we were two children in, and so I began to pray privately. Just pray to the Lord and just say, Lord, it's got to be more to life than this. And I just, just like, Lord, show me. Would you show me which way to go? What am I supposed to do? And so during that time, I lived in a high rise in downtown area, downtown Memphis area. And so I was walking home from work. And back then, they were tagged buildings, and one of the buildings was tagged with this flyer that said, "What will you be doing when Jesus returns?" And all I could see flash before my face was me and Patrick doing the business. And hey, it was not a pretty sight. And so the way that I grew up knowing that if you're not right with the Lord, you going to he hockey sticks. You going to that place where there is no rest. Amen. And so in my mind, as I was walking home, and I was just thinking about what would I be doing when Jesus returned, and I just imagined me and Patrick being intimate, and there was no way for me to cover myself. There was no excuse that I could give, and
she
that I would
said
open my eyes in hell,
she
and that was
said I
scary
don't
for
want
me.
Jesus to come. I don't want the Lord to come back with my butt in the air. That's what she
I
said.
did. I didn't want to. Okay. That's it, y'all. I did say that. Okay. So, from the time I walked from that building till I made it home to the apartment, I told Patrick, I said, Patrick, I absolutely love you. I said, however, I love Jesus way more. And I said, I'm not saying that we breaking up, but one of us got to go. Or we have to get married. You go back to your mama, or I'll go back to my mama house. But we can't do this because I saw this sign, so I went to telling him what the sign was, and then he was like, "Well, I'm waiting on you." I'm like,
So for me, it was like so. Let's give me background for me. I have a concept of God. I'm not pretty sure right now, and I was kind of like um, dating the Nation of Islam. You know, was it vicariously? I think that's not the right word. but I was kind of like back and forth with his Christianity or Nation of Islam. Is it
Mhm.
Jesus or is it Muhammad? So I'm on this thing. She don't know it, but I'm like I'm the blackity black. Jesus is black, and I want black, and I hate white people, and da da da. Like I'm on it. I'm on that type of stuff. So I'm back and forth. I'm Pan Africanism. You know what I'm saying? The Prince of Pan.
Before when okay, come on.
Right. So anyway,
Mhm.
um, so she comes and she tells me what she say. So
Mhm.
because I have a concept of Christ, my words to her were well, with Jesus, we can make it, like we can get through it all. So I understand that, but while that was true, my real thing was I don't want to lose her. You know what I'm saying? So I said, well, shoot, let's get married. Like let's just do it. Let's just go ahead and get it done without hesitation. And so um, this is the part where we're unclear on. It was like within a week. Within
It
a
was
week,
days.
within a week, we got engaged and got married. So it was almost like it was that Thursday,
Wait,
and
no,
by that
wait, wait,
Tuesday,
wait. Slow down. Pump the brakes. I had a ring. You had already proposed. We just hadn't married.
sure was, wasn't it?
We were already proposed. I had a ring. I
Uh
had
huh.
all of that. But we had put the cart before the horse. Instead of
Uh huh.
staying at our parents' house waiting it
Sure
out,
was.
we decided to move
Cause it's
in
interesting. I'm
together.
telling this story. I'm trying to figure out. I said I remember
Mm-hmm.
going to the jewelry
Jewelry store.
store and getting the ring. So
Uh-huh.
how do we do that within that sort of
Yeah.
time?
Yes.
So I
Yes.
did.
Yes.
I did propose.
Yes.
Okay.
And so now this
That's
is
why
the
you tell
part.
these stories over and over again, because certain things come back to you.
Yeah.
All right.
And so then this is where we had gotten comfortable. This is why I'm saying it's so important that you don't put the cart before the horse. Don't move in before marriage because either you'll have a tendency to get complacent and you'll get comfortable. And so then your conviction about what you know to be true, you'll begin to just kind of like set that to the side. You'll kind of live and deal with it,
And what's the
which
statement? If you get the cow, why would you ask for the milk or something like that?
yes, hilarious.
Is that
Yes.
it?
For the full unedited version of the podcast, consider becoming a Patreon member for as little as $5 a month. With the membership, you will gain access to be able to ask questions during a live podcast. So click the link below to join now.